Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Patrice, and this is my Embellish Life. In today's episode, it's gonna be a bit different. Yes, it is, because we're gonna do a sew with me slash entry for BHM, which is Black History Month, Designer Sewing Challenge, which is hosted by Natita of Sew Natural Dane. So I made a skirt, but it's different. The designer is different, and I hope it's acceptable for this. But we're gonna go ahead. So if that's something you're interested in, let's get in it. So I made a three-tiered skirt, okay? And I didn't use a pattern per se. I actually used a tutorial by a Black Nigerian designer, and her YouTube channel is LarryB Threads. Yes, check out her channel. She has a lot of tutorial, especially for those who are interested in not relying on patterns so often, and you want to, go ahead and do stuff freehand. She has a lot of tutorial. So I decided to, instead of using a Black designer that has, a PDF or a paper pattern, a commercial pattern, I said let's do this a bit. Let me shake it up. So I hope it's acceptable. So that is what I did. I made a three-tiered skirt by Larry B. Threads, and I've always wanted one of these skirts, and I don't have a pattern for it. So I said, okay, Pat, you don't have a pattern for it. We are gonna do what it do, and we are going to make this freehand. And that is what I did. So the video that you're gonna see, I'm gonna take you along some of the journey, some of the process, because like I said, she has a tutorial on her channel, and I don't really want to take anything away from her. So I'm gonna link her video in the description box below for you to check her out. Sorry. So I'm just gonna take you along some of the steps, some of the process, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's go. Hello guys, so what we're gonna do today, we are actually making a skirt today, but we're not using any patterns. No patterns from the big fives, no indie pattern company. We are doing it straight freehand. Yes, 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 yes. So the video tutorial that I'm looking at, it's from LarryB Threads, and she has a YouTube channel, and the video tutorial is how to make a three-tiered gathered skirt with elastic band and belt. And I'll pop that video down below in the description box for you. So yes, we're gonna be using that tutorial, and she's a Nigerian seamstress, and she also designed her own pattern, designed her own well, I don't think she does patterns, but she designed her own clothing and clothing for her clients as well. So, yes, I think if I finish in time, this is the entry that I'm actually going to put into the BHM Sewing Challenge by Natita of So Natural Team. So, we're just going to get started. Now, I'm not going to show you the entire tutorial in its entirety, because like I said, there's a video for it already and I want you to check it out, but we're just gonna do bits and pieces of it. So right here I have an 3 yards of an uncover print fabric, and this is what we're gonna use. So I'm going to cut out my 3 tiers, and I've just lined it up on my cutting mat. Save me the trouble. And the first tier, which is the bottom tier, I'm going to cut it at 19 inches. I'm just going to line it up. my sewing mat. I think I should have used my other broader ruler, but laziness is a sin. I'm just gonna use my yard meter to cut. There we go. Oops. Yep. There we go. So this is the bottom tier of um the skirt. Now we're gonna work on the second tier or the middle tier, and there should be a 6-inch difference according to the YouTube tutorial. So we're gonna cut 6 inches. 6 from 19 is 13. And we're gonna go line it up again against my mat. And we're gonna go 13 inches. Alrighty, so the middle tier is completed. And now the final tier, which is the top tier. And so we are going 13, take 6, which leave us with 7 inches. So I have my 3 tiers right here. The first tier, which is the shortest, 7 inches. Second tier, which is 13 inches. And my final tier, which is 19 inches. So according to LarryB Threads, the next step that we're going to do, we're going to put in the hemming at the bottom of each tier. So that is what we're going to do. So here's what we have so far, you guys. According to the instructions, I did hem each layer. So there's the first layer that has a 1/2 inch seam allowance. There's the second layer, and there's the third layer. All 3 of them. You know what? I'm thinking that this dress would be very good to color block with. You guys know that I love the color blocking and the fabric matching. Something to think about. Anyway, so now I just went ahead and pinned all of the layers together, and then I'm going to gather. Alright guys, we're at the sewing machine now, and I'm just putting some gathers, the stitch for the gathering to the top. Now because it's 3 layers of Ankara fabric, it is quite thick. So when I did the gathering the first time, as you can see, if I zoom it in a bit, let's see if I can zoom it in a bit. There we go. There's a gathering stitch here, but when I was pulling it, the thread broke. So I said, let me go back and do it this time using a different method. And the method is that I'm going to use this acrylic yarn worsted weight, and then I'm just going to zigzag it along the length of the material, and then I'm going to pull the yarn to get the gathering effect. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm just going to do some stitches. And I must say making the dress is easy so far. I do like the how it's going so far, and I'm so excited for the outcome of this dress. I mean, if it comes out well, I can definitely see some of this, skirt in the future. I think I said dress a couple of times before, but we're excited to see. So I'm just going to complete the gathering again, and then I'll come back, and then we'll pull the stitches together. Okay, guys, so I've already put in the gathering stitch using the yarn, and now I'm just going to pull it in. Now, according to the tutorial by LarryB Threads, I'm going to pull the gathers in according to the measurement of my waist multiplied by 1.5 or 2 inches. So I'm going with 1.5 inches. So I'm going to gather the length of this fabric. It's 3 yards, so it's 108 inches long. So I'm going to gather all of that until I get 54 inches. So I'm just going to pull it in. Ooh, there we go. There we go. I'm just going to continue gathering. Like I said, with the 3 layers, it was very difficult to do it with just the thread because it was breaking. And so, yeah, so this is just another technique for those of you all who may not be aware. When doing gathering stitches, you can always use yarn to pull the fabric in together. So I'm just going to continue pulling the fabric in until I get to my desired length, and then we're just going to take it from there, adding the waistband and the elastic and all of that. So meet you on the other side. Alrighty then. Yeah, so I've gathered the skirt to my desired length, which is 54 inches. So yes, I just pulled in the yarn as I mentioned earlier until I got to my desired length. So where are we so far? I've cut out the 3 tiers. I hemmed the 3 tiers, put them together, then I gathered the top, and now it's time for me to put on the waistband. Now, in the tutorial, she mentioned that there were 2 methods. The first method was using elastic, and then the second method was if I wanted to insert a zipper, no elastic, the ordinary um, skirt method. But I said, let me try it with elastic and see how it goes. And then the other skirt, I will do it with a zipper, no elastic, and see how that goes as well. All right, guys. So now we're almost there. We're almost there. Right now, I'm stitching the center back of the skirt, starting from the top of the waistband to the bottom of the skirt. Now, I had some shenanigans previously that resulted me in having to rip out the yarn and do the gathering process all over again. And so oh, that took a moment. And also, what took another moment was after when I attached the waistband, removing the yarn. That took some time as well because there were some areas where I stitched on the yarn. Don't ask me how that happened. But yes, it took a while to get that sorted and to also remove the thread from the front of the skirt. So now we are just stitching down the center back, and it should go pretty smoothly. So I have my trusty pin cushion. It goes on the wrist. We can just slap it on the wrist, but we're not doing that tonight. So I can just slap it on like that and pin as I go, or unpin as I go. But we're not wearing it tonight. We're just gonna walk our way down the skirt. Alrighty, we are at the end, and I'm just gonna finish up the edges of the skirt, and then we can insert the elastic, and this bad boy would be completed. But let me just go ahead and finish the raw edges of the skirt, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, so now we're just stitching down the waistband, and I've left the space to insert the waistband. So we're almost there. All right, guys, we are almost at the end. Yes. Right now, I'm just inserting the elastic. And after the elastic, the dress is basically completed. Now, I want to take it a step further. In the tutorial, she did had a belt to go with hers. She attached it at the center back. But I think that I want to add some belt carriers and then feed my belt through. So that's the added step that I will add. But basically the dress is finished and I'm just feeding through my elastic. Now, as I mentioned in her tutorial, she used a 2-inch elastic. 2 inches wide, I mean, yes, 2 inches wide elastic, but that's not a size that I use often, so I didn't have any in my stash. So I'm using a 1 inch wide elastic, and I adjusted my waistband to accommodate that. So now I'm just feeding. Oops, 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 oops. I'm sorry, Debbie. Don't be mad. Please don't be mad. So, yeah, so I'm just feeding everything through. And then we'll see how everything goes. All right, lovies. I am so excited about this skirt. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant pattern. Just going to show you it again. There's the 3 tiers, 2, and the last one. Yes, it is. And I'm wearing some chunky pearls, some earrings, and you can't tell me nothing right about now. Highly recommend this pattern. Oh my goodness. So, yes, I can't say enough good things about this pattern. It's a brilliant starter pattern for someone who doesn't want to use, or someone, let me say this differently. It's a brilliant starting place, yes, for someone who doesn't want to use a pattern and they want to go ahead and do something freehand. It's a brilliant place to start. Super simple, very easy, and I know I'll be making more of this in the future. I am so excited and I can't wait to see what else I come up with this pattern. If you haven't checked out LarryB Threads YouTube channel, I highly encourage you to do so. She has a plethora of tutorials, and there are some that I've marked to make again. So expect more of her videos in my on my channel in the future. I'm feeling the mood to experiment on some stuff. Yes, so that's it that I have. That's all that I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully, I can get a picture uploaded on Instagram before the deadline because I really want to enter this in the Black History Month Designers Challenge by Natita from So Natural Dane. So hopefully I'll be able to, sneak in at the last minute. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yes, and stay tuned for another video next week. I hope you have a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Think lovely thoughts. Keep on smiling and always remember to make beautiful and wonderful things. All right, lovies, I'm out of here. Bye.